Why is it that women know how to tolerate shortness from their male friend, but when their friend does even something lesser than that, they'll just see the tiger in them. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please don't make it your last. Subscribe, like, comment, and share this video if you end up enjoying it. And if you're a returning subscriber, hello, welcome back to the channel. So today I have Chika. Why are you sounding so low?
Okay.
Yeah, so
hi, my name is Chika.
Yeah, so this is Chika, the almighty Chika. Some of you have heard about Chika. Where's my question? Okay, so some of you must have heard about Chika before, maybe from me, from my sister. Yeah, maybe like, so I actually used to know this goat from NYSC. How did we even meet her? Was it?
We were in the same room.
Oh my God. Yeah, Chika used to be creepy. I think she still is, but maturity is setting. Chika is creepy. But yeah, it is what it is. Well, yeah, we've been friends, on and off friends, with lots of issues here and there. Well, I mean, come on, it's life, really. So we've been friends since anyway, now 2018. We're roommates, and our room was the hottest room in camp. I don't care what another person has to say. So today we are going to be answering. I don't know how this paper ended up behind my board. But Chika, please there before I start. But yeah, so today we are going to be talking about friendship. We're going to be, sharing our views on certain questions about friendship. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So question number one. So to make it fair, since I compiled, I would be asking Chika should share her opinion first, and then I'll share my own view on the question. Is that okay? Sure. Okay. All right. So the first question here is long-term or short-term friendships. Which do you prefer, or which has worked for you so far?
I generally prefer long-term, but these days it's looking like it's just short-term. So I'm just having hello, hi, yeah, now let's hang. That's like, I don't know. I prefer long-term friendship.
Okay. So for me, yeah, I feel like it's very complex. So I'm going to try to break it down. So I feel like both have their pros and their cons, right? For long-term friendships, I like them because they're people that you've known over time. They've understood you to a certain level. There's some things about you that they know, and you can open up to them to a certain level, right? So they're always very handy when you have, things that you need to share with people, like you need emotional support generally, right? But again, if you're not careful, those kind of friendship are the ones people tend to step, like, I mean, growing up, you get to realize that you need boundaries in everything: relationship, workplace, friendships, and all of that. So if you're not careful, long-term friendships, I would say, are the ones that people get to overstep their boundaries more.
Yeah, because
they're like familiar. Exactly. See, finish. So, but short-term friendships as well, it's good because, I mean, you guys are just meeting, so it's kind of hard to understand. There are bound to be a lot of misunderstanding in short-term relationship, but when you get to meet, if you vibe with that person, it becomes solid, really. So I would say I prefer. I'm really confused about what I prefer right now. I think I prefer long-term friendships. Yeah. So all said and done. Yeah, so number two is worst friendship experience. So narrate what your worst friendship experience has been so far.
Worst friendship experience, I would say, there was this girl, let me not call her name. There was this girl, and she didn't understand the fact, because me, I'll ride hard. If I'm your friend, I'll ride hard for you.
Okay.
Like, I expect the same level of loyalty,
same energy,
but I was not getting that. So I was just like, the fact that you're my longest friend does not mean that I cannot cut you off.
Oh,
do you understand?
Okay. So it was like when she needed you, you're always there for her, but when you need her, she's rarely there.
Okay, I think it's more like in the relationship aspect, like her relationship. I was like,
okay, her relationship with her man.
Yeah.
But when it was time for her to,
reciprocate the same certain like level of loyalty, she wasn't there. She was still. I'm like, why you still? Exactly. Why you still?
Wow, that must have been hurtful. Anyway, for me, I've had a lot, but the one that sits top on my list right now, maybe because it's recent, so it's still very fresh in my head. is okay, so I wouldn't really say we're friends, we're more of like acquaintances, because I met this girl online and we're friends for like say 5 months online. We used to chat, and at some point she said she was coming to my house. She doesn't stay in Lagos. I really don't want to, place tags where she stays and all of that, but she was coming to Lagos to spend 2 months. She wanted to come to a culinary school, and she asked me if she could stay in Mainz, and I was like fine. So you could imagine someone that had the boldness to ask me that, and I agreed, meaning we really bonded over chat. But when she came to my house, she became someone different. I kind of expected it because she's very young. She's about same age with my last born. Like, I'm older than somebody before my last one. And to put it out there, it wasn't like I was being bossy or being all, oh, I'm older than you. I really tried to come down to her level. I really tried to be like, you know what, we are friends and we are friends. I really don't care how old you are, because really I'm not the kind of person that attaches age to friendship. Like, I used to teach in a school, and some of their students till now still see my status, they still talk to me, they still approach me when they need stuff, and I tell them, okay, this is what you should do. So I really don't, and I have some really older friends, like friends that are really older than me. So I really don't see age as a thing in friendship. So cut long story short, she came to my house, she became a beast. That's the word I'll try to use, because she did a lot of things I can't start to explain, just to make sure that this video is not so long. And so why it really hurts me is the fact that my relationship kind of went down the drain because of her, because she did a lot of things in my house. And when I thought, like, she had a boyfriend, but she was shagging my boyfriend's friend at the time, my boyfriend at the time's friend, right? And she did a lot of things in my house that I wasn't cool with. So at a point, it got so bad that a particular day she came to my door with a stick and she was banging on my door. I should come out of the house. She was going to break my head. Yeah, it was that bad. And I, like, if you think I did something wrong to her, it was just because she was in my house and she was sleeping in my neighbor's house and her luggage was here, and I wasn't really close to that my neighbor. It's not like we were really close, and I found it disrespectful. Like, how are you in my house? You don't even know my neighbor. You met my neighbor when you came to my house, right? You came to my house to stay. You kind of bonded with my neighbor, which is cool. But then your things are in my house. We're not really in good terms. And then you go sleep in my neighbor's house while your luggage is here. So you just come to my house, pick up stuff, go to my neighbor's house without even saying a word to me. And my neighbor was not even asking me, what's up with you and your friend? Okay, trying to even make peace. So it was certain that you guys were saying stuff about me. So I just simply said, oh, you know what, just come pick up your stuff and keep in my neighbor's house. Since you're cool with her, why not stay there? And that was where the whole thing exploded, and she was banging on my door, come out, I'm going to break your head. That part, I told my boyfriend at that time that this is what this girl had done. He didn't do anything, he didn't say anything, he just said, okay, so sorry about that. But he did not tell his friend that was actually shagging this girl that, hey, watch your girl, watch your bitch, tell her not to step on my girl. You know what, like, stand up for me. So fast forward, like a month or two later, her boyfriend kind of reached out to me somehow and asked me some questions. Well, that's the behind the camera, but I kind of told him what happened, because I don't owe her loyalty. Like, I didn't feel like I owed her loyalty, so I told the boyfriend what happened in my house, which included some stories about the boy she was shagging. And the boyfriend kind of knew that, okay, this girl was cheating on him when she was in my house. Now she found my boyfriend's contact and my ex-boyfriend contact and told him, and he called me and exploded. I was yelling and shouting. I'm like, so when this guy was in my house, I was doing a lot of shit. Mind you, the banging on my door is one out of a lot of things she did in my house. And he got pissed at me, was shouting, and from the shower, we had a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of quarrels, and one thing led to another, and the relationship couldn't just continue. So yeah, that's my worst friendship experience, because and I don't feel any regrets about that, because I feel like if we can break up over something like that, then I don't feel like
exactly what will happen when life hits hard.
Do you understand? So yeah. Number 3 question is, how important is friendship to you at this stage in your life? Do you think like friendship is something that without it you cannot do anything at this point in your life?
I can actually do without it, but I just feel like it's a needed thing to have in your life, because there are situations where you cannot do things on your own. You need like maybe financial support, you might need emotional support.
Big girls.
Yes, not necessarily because with my share, I don't have people have my share. But I just feel like it's not necessary. Yeah,
it's not a necessity. It's not. Is it a need or a want? So when you want to say want and a need, is it a need or a want? Like on the scale?
You actually need people, because no man is an island. Actually.
Exactly.
So I think it is a need, but it's not like necessary that, oh, I must, I don't even understand. I must have friends.
So at this stage in my life, I don't know if it's because of what I'm going through currently with friendships.
I think the thing like changes with time.
Your mindset.
Like your mental state at that time.
Right now, I feel like I need friends, but I don't need them to be too close. I need distant friends. Those are the kind of friends I want right now. And yeah, I might need emotional support. I might need people to talk to. I might need financial assistance. But I'm trying to go into a stage in my life where I am able to support myself. I'm able to sit, like, I'm not talking about financially now because, of course, anything can happen. I mean, life really happens, right? And I hope we don't get to that point where we really need people outside, where your immediate, even your immediate family is not able to help. I mean,
Yeah.
you get. But I'm at a point in my life where I need distant friends in the sense that we don't really need to be in the same city. We don't need to be in the same space. We could just be where you are and we are cool. When we see, we vibe, we relate, we are okay. But I feel like friendship tends to get sour when you're always
in your
on
face. Yeah.
each other's faces. You know, the whole see finish thing becomes too much. So I need those kind of friends that, hey, you're there, I'm here. Whenever we talk or we chat, we are cool. If I have something I want to do, if I invite you, if you're able to come, fine. If you're not able to come, I heard the story of this girl that hired Ashebi girls. I might even do that. So that's how bad I am about friends right now. I really just want everybody
That's
to
why I
be.
said I don't know how many now we have.
Exactly.
Like I know that okay, I know this person.
Yeah, so
Like 2 or 3.
for me, right now, I've done Ashebi in the past. I didn't even know who the bride was. People do it, friends of friends of friends. So really, I used to think like that, like, okay, when I'm getting my now come, but see, life is like
now
because people are, I don't know, but I think I'm growing to that. Yeah, people are adulting, and I'm going to that level where I want to be able to be there for myself emotionally, especially emotional, where I really don't need to start pouring out my. I want to be able to handle my own emotional things myself. Like, okay, if I'm, yeah, exactly. Like if, like for example, I'm the kind of person that, especially when it comes to my relationship, my romantic relationships, I know how to want to share with my friends because when something has happened, I want to see it from somebody else's perspective. Like, okay, did I overreact? Do you think what I did was wrong? Do you think I need to apologize? Because sometimes I might just be judging the entire thing from my own angle without considering, but from a third party's perspective, the person is able to see, okay, from this person and this person, okay, this is where you were wrong and all of that. So, but I want to be able to be so self-aware that I know when I have messed up. I know where I need to apologize and where I need to say, you know what, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So number 4, what's your take on cutting off friendships?
Use scissors and cut it off.
So you believe in cutting off friends?
Yes.
When it's no more beneficial.
Serving you. Like when it's no longer serving, like cut it off.
Like how do you do the cutting? Would you tell the person, no, I'm not talking to you again?
No, sometimes I think what happens is maybe due to the quarrel that we had, everyone just tell them that is
exactly.
So I don't know. I believe in sit down and say, okay.
Yeah, I believe exactly. I believe in cutting off friends, but I'm a very confrontational person. If what you did was really, really painful to me, I'll let you know and I'll leave it at that. Now I'll just keep an open mind, like, okay, if you apologize, fine. If you don't, fine. But whatever your reaction to that is would determine where you go from there. So I'm not the kind of person that, I believe in cutting off friends, but I don't believe in, cutting them off without even hearing their own side of the story or letting them defend themselves. If somebody has offended, because there are times when I've actually offended people without even knowing that I have done that. So I give people that benefit of that, like, okay, Chika has offended me. Does she know she has offended me? Or does she know that what she did doesn't sit right with me? Because we are different. Our upbringing are different. Our environment. So the way we think and do stuff would be different. So I would approach her and tell her, see, what you did, I don't like it. And don't do it again and all of that. Now, her reaction to what I have said would determine if she's going down the drain or if we try to, continue from there. So that's really
some
it for me.
People get to be defensive.
Yeah, like they'll be like, "What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like,
you don't like? Why are you taking it personal? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm not going to like you. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean?
But it depends on if we are very close, and I come and say, that's why I said that I don't like, and I'm like, I get out. That's nothing. I know you're playing, but not when you're seriously telling me when to do that. Nah, I won't take that. I won't. What's your take on cutting off friendships after marriage? So yeah, I've had friends that once they got married, they started acting like
Mrs. Our hand.
They started acting like they were Mary, mother of Jesus. Like
a plague.
They were never single. Jesus Christ. And when you now talk to them, it's like the response they give. You can just tell this person is trying to tell you that we are not on the same level again.
Yeah, I'm not Mrs. You're still in the street.
So what's your take on that? Have you ever experienced that kind of thing before?
No, I haven't actually, because I don't keep people too close for me to even notice. If we talk, we talk. We
I
don't
told you,
talk, we talk.
Chika, is a creepy fellow. So,
No, but my take on it is I don't think it should change. Although the narrative out there is as
okay,
married women, you're not supposed to have single girls as friends.
that's
I'm like,
bullshit.
no.
So, when you're married, do you think you're going to cut off your single friends because you're now married?
I won't, because I will need them at some point. I won't actually. I would need them.
So, my own take on that is I would not cut off my friends, right?
But I won't take
Yeah, there should be
like
boundaries.
yeah,
because
I
you
won't
know
take
why
like what's
I am
happening in my
not-
house to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would take what's happening in my house to them, and then there should be like, you know how you're single now. Maybe if I lived around and we are friends, I could just walk in here and barge in like, "Chica, are you home?" And you just open the door
Yeah,
without
yeah,
unannounced. I won't take stuff like that.
you
So
have to
it's different when you're expecting your married friends to do some certain things that you would do or you guys would have done if they were still single when they are married. I would not stand for that. You know, when you now call them up and be like, let's go and club now. When you know this person is married.
cannot club
or you
because
just
the husband will have issues with it.
exactly. So it's something you have to tell the person maybe weeks ahead. Like, okay, we're going out to so day, so they can actually inform their husband because they're now two, not one.
Yeah.
Or if you're used to barging in on this person, you now barge into their matrimonial home. Hello, where's your sense of decency? People do that. People don't know how to think. So if it's about that or friends like that, please, by all means, cut them off. They're trying to ruin your life. But when it comes to just outrightly giving your friends attitude or trying to feel
Because
like
you're now
you have
married.
arrived, bro, you have to
You're now
sit the fuck.
Me, I'm still from the street. I still dey street.
What type of friends deserve to be cut off?
The ones that don't understand boundaries and the meaning of loyalty.
That's
Honesty,
pretty much straightforward.
honesty is big for me. Why are you lying? Like loyalty, honesty, and boundaries. These three things, like my key ingredients.
So I feel like friends that deserve to be cut off from me. Naturally, I don't even keep people close like that. Like I said, really, I don't know how to keep people. But friends that deserve to be cut off are friends that I feel like there's always a need to be in competition with you. There are people like that. Like if something happens for you, it feels like there's a competition. Maybe even if they're not saying it, their attitude and their mannerism just tell you that this person is feeling threatened by your source. No, you shouldn't keep those kind of friends. And friends that, yeah, we pretty much said everything. Boundaries and loyalty. At what point do you consider a friendship to be toxic?
When is no
I
longer
think these last
serving
three
you?
questions are kind of
Related. When
intertwined.
it's no longer serving you, when you've made your needs and expectations as regards to friendship known and the person is not even like doing anything to like it's supposed to be peaceful. I'm like I don't know how to even put it, like there are things that you should just know, but even if you don't know, I'm telling you and you're not doing anything about it. It's like
They are not listening to you.
yeah, as to what I expect as my friend, and I expect you to tell me the same thing as well, and then we work it out. And
Yeah,
if you're not like
exactly.
some people think it's only for relationships that you're supposed to have. No, friendships too.
I resonate with that.
Friendships.
So yeah, I think for me, friendship becomes toxic when you become judgmental. There's a difference between being correctional, like you're telling your friend that see what they're doing is not good, or the type of life they're living is not nice, and this is why they should change. And when you're being judgmental, I can't stand judgmental friends because if you're judging me for some certain thing that I have done, that means that you're better than me and we don't deserve to be friends, right? And I can't. I feel like friendship becomes toxic as well when you expect a certain energy from me, or I give you a certain energy and you're not returning it back. Like there's some friends that on their birthday you post them, you buy them gifts, you make them feel special, but they really don't reciprocate.
This posting of thing, like I don't see that a big
No,
deal.
I'm not. I just use that as an example. I'm not saying.
Yeah, no, I get, but some people take it personal.
Yeah, some people take it personal. But I'm trying to say, like, maybe you have this friend that you're always posting, you're always, telling your friends about, oh, I have this my friend, and okay, let me even leave the posting part outside. Maybe you have this friend. It's almost the same thing as loyalty. You're being there for them, and they're not being there for you. They're not reciprocating that energy. They expect you to be there for them. They expect you to do some certain things for them as their friend, but they're not ready to return that same energy.
Yeah.
Right? It becomes toxic because I can't, the same way you cannot have a one-sided relationship, you cannot have a one-sided friendship. But a friendship, for me, relationships, you have to start from friendship, then, gradually graduate into relationship. So if you cannot be,
oh, relationship, let's just started. We're not friends. Because I like you too. Yeah, let's see.
Chica is watching our dirty images in public. But
I think I need to start being friends first. Let's see where it goes.
whatever works for you, really. That's what works for me. Because most time when I jump in, it's always a jump out situation. Because really,
Yeah.
you have to understand me and my triggers before
I think I need to start being friends first.
whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to say that, if you cannot, return the energy, if the friendship has to be one-sided, then it has to go. It's not supposed to be. Okay. Can you let your friend go spend the night at your boyfriend's house if she's stranded? So say you're staying in Lagos and your friend stays in Abeokuta, that's where your man stays, and she's stranded now. No, she's not even staying in Abeokuta. Maybe she went to Abeokuta to see somebody and she got stranded. And she calls like, hey babe, what's up? Say your boyfriend stays in Abeokuta and I'm stranded. What do I do? Do you offer
My Jeje's hotel. See, before I used to be like, it all depends on the guy, it all depends on the
It doesn't
friend.
depend on freaking shit.
But now it doesn't depend on anything. There's
So
hotel
there's
of
this fan
5K
here
just
and-
for the night.
Disturbing my hair. And I'm sure I look like a mad person right now, but it's fine.
There's no hotel of 5K. You get, so sorry.
Same here,
Sorry.
my dear. Even if you don't want hotel of 5K, I think there should be like 3K hotel. You just want. I would
one
not.
night.
I
Just one night.
younger me, like she said, would have said, what
That depends on. I know my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
anybody.
with the things I have seen
I don't know anybody.
and I've heard, and the way human beings are, human beings are bad. Yeah, human beings are bad. With the way humans are, I would not. I would not. I would tell her no. Figure yourself out, because really, I won't do that.
You're supposed to have emergency phone.
Do you understand? Number 7 is, can you date your friend's ex?
No. No. I can't.
Same here. I
think
can't.
It's breaking a lot of.
I wouldn't, because whether or not that person is still my friend, for the fact that you dated somebody
I know a lot.
I used to know.
You used to complain to me.
Do you understand? I know fits. I have to speak pidgin for that one. I will not. And I feel like for you to even approach me, knowing fully well I was your ex's friend,
That's a red flag.
You really, maybe you were even checking me out while I was your girlfriend's friend. And what makes me think that when you're now my boyfriend, you won't be checking my friends out? Yeah, I have trust issues like that.
But hey,
so
it has worked for some people.
It has worked for some people. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. Nah. I mean, there are a lot of people to explore. Why do I have to recycle somebody's ex? Nah, I wouldn't do that. So the next question is, how do you set boundaries in friendship? How do you let people know that this is where you don't cross the line and this is what you don't like?
I think conversation, like communication. Now the thing is, person communication is key. Communication is key. Understanding too, like I'm telling you this thing, like this is but you're not the same. But the thing I feel is communicate. Conversation, dialogue,
communication is key in everything you do, because like I said before, people might not know they are doing something wrong except to tell them, because they don't have superpowers and they don't know you, they're not inside you to know that this is what you don't like, right? So you need to let them know that this is when they're starting to cross the line and they need to stop. It's now when they refuse to listen and keep doing that, then you know that this person has reached that level where I would say I want to get, I'm trying, in fact I'm actually currently working on myself to get to that level where I don't need to tell my friends everything. Understood, you need people are very important to you. There are times where you need to talk. I mean, we just finished talking about that before we even started this video, about how you need people, you need your friends to talk to them when you have some certain issues, and sometimes you need people to understand you. You need to pour yourself, you need emotional support basically. But in as much as you need emotional support, you really don't need to tell them everything, because at some point I feel like they're going to use it against you, or it just brings some type of siphon. I don't know, but it's not everything you should tell your friend though. Like as at this point in my life, I don't feel like it is everything. So that's a boundary too I'm trying to create, where I don't have to tell my friends everything. I don't have to let them know everything about me.
I've never really actually told everybody, I be my friend, everything.
I used to be that kind of person. Like I'll pour everything to you because I feel like you're my friend. So, but right now, we're not doing that again.
No, I just know that back of my mind, you might use it one day. Nah.
I'm not doing that anymore. So the last question for today is, why do you think male friendships last longer than female friendships?
To be honest with you, I just feel like I'm not going to say, just allow a lot of things to slide because they are guys. They allow a lot of things, a lot of disrespect, a lot of boundaries that are crossed. Just be like, man, no, just be my feelings, and that guy where I be.
Exactly.
But girls, they are confrontational about how they feel. So I think that's why it lasts longer, in my own opinion, Sha.
Okay, so in my own opinion, I feel like girls are complicated. Yeah, I'm a girl and I am complicated. Right? We are so competitive. We're so emotional. We're so in touch with our emotional side. So little things get to us a lot. And I don't know, maybe that's why. But unlike men are, I mean, maybe because of how they are brought up, because whether I like it or not, men are emotional beings as well.
Yeah.
But they've been brought up in a way that they know how to keep their emotions in check, and they don't really take into heart a lot of things. When you have actual conversation with some guys, when they open up to you, you guys actually notice things like this too, because there's some things that a guy would tell you they didn't find funny. You're like, normally guys would, let it slide, but you find out that those things actually get them, but they know how to sit it out and just let it, like, they just ride it. But women, we don't know how to endure. Like, once that thing is disturbing us, or we feel like that thing is a problem to us, we either want to be confrontational, like she said, or we just want to show it through our emotions and our reactions. But guys know how to.
Women not to endure.
Because
relationship, we not to endure nonsense.
No, relationship is different.
We not to endure nonsense.
See, I was even going to, like, that is even supposed to be part of the question, because why is it that women know how to tolerate nonsense from their friend, but when their friend does even something lesser than that, they'll just, you see the tiger in them. That is, like, it's different. Altogether, relationship, women know how to be the zombie relationship. I feel like it's the same thing about emotion, being emotional. We are so emotional. We feel like if this person goes, we might not find, somebody like this person, and we're already very attached to this person that it becomes difficult to detach. Unlike men, they are not emotionally available like that because of how society has made them, see life. So it's very easy for them to detach and move on with their lives. Anyway, that was the last question for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing our views on friendship. And let me know your thoughts about the topics we discussed in the comment section, and if you want to see a part 2 of this video, because trust me, there are a lot of unfinished conversations about friendship. Yeah, so until next time, say bye now.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, bye. See you guys in my next video.